For those of you who have watched She-Hulk, you would have also found out that Wolverine has been officially confirmed to be in the MCU. A guy with metal claws gets in a bar fight. Now we don't know who's going to play him, but there is a chance Wolverine pops up soon, maybe even in She-Hulk. So with that recent news, let's talk about Wolverine. With number 5, Jared Kiso. Now, before I get too far into this, do remember this is all based off of my cast voting, the top 5. And the honorable mention is usually someone outside of the top 5 who I think wouldn't be a bad addition or who could definitely play Wolverine. But Wolverine is a very important character. Wolverine needs to be played by someone good because they'll be following Hugh Jackman's legacy. I don't think Hugh Jackman will be back, nor do I think he should play him anymore. I think it's time to let his Wolverine go, as much as it sucks, and it's time to get a new Wolverine. So first off, we have Jared Kiso. Jared Kiso is 38 years old, a little bit younger, known from Letterkenny. I think Jared Kiso would be a good Wolverine. He looks the part, and I think it'd be really a really good breakout role for him, especially. I think that he would make a good Wolverine because he definitely has the look, and I think he would. I think he'd be able to do it. Definitely my least favorite of the top 5 still, but I think it'd still work. Now, at number 4 is a really interesting one that I didn't even think of. Anthony Starr. Anthony Starr is 46 years old. If you don't know who Anthony Starr is, Anthony Starr is from The Boys and obviously other things, but The Boys is what makes it stand out. I think he would make an incredible Wolverine based off that performance. I think that it brings a lot of he brings a lot of good energy while also being someone who is Wolverine's a hero, don't get me wrong, but he also has done some stuff where, he kills a lot. And I think that's a perfect role for Anthony Starr. I think he'd pull that off very, very well. And I would really like to see, I think I'd actually like to see this casting. It's not my number one choice, but it's a choice that I didn't like at first that really grew on me. I think he could pull it off well. Now, number 3, Karl Urban. Karl Urban is 50 years old. He's been in countless movies, but he's actually been in the MCU himself as the Executioner in Thor Ragnarok. Now, the Executioner did die, so that wouldn't cause any problems for the storyline of having two of them. And since his role was pretty short and brief, I think giving him a chance at Wolverine would be good. I do think the thing that is going against him is his age. They did say they want a younger Fantastic Four. I'm assuming, aside from Magneto and Professor X, they're going to want a younger X-Men as well. That way they can last a while, especially since next there's rumor that the Phase 7 and beyond is the Mutant Saga. So I do think it'd be a good idea to get a younger Wolverine. So I that way if it takes 10 to 15 years, Karl Urban would be 65. He may not want to be Wolverine at 65. So I do think it'd be smarter to go younger. And with that, number 2, my top choice, Scott Eastwood. I love Scott Eastwood. I love his dad, Clint Eastwood. Scott Eastwood is 36 years old, so he's younger. I think Scott Eastwood would be perfect for the Wolverine. I think it's a role made for him. He looks the part. He could act the part. Granted, he's younger. And he's known from Gran Torino, actions, cowboy movies. I think he would fit it really well. I think having Clint Eastwood as a dad as well is very helpful in this case. He's more famous, and I think that it will help him land the role. I think that's someone. I think Scott Eastwood should be Wolverine. I will just go out and say it. Scott Eastwood should be Wolverine. I think he's the perfect casting choice. I can't think of anyone better right now. Now the honorable mention is someone I would love to see as well, and same with number 1. But I think Scott Eastwood is by far my favorite cut candidate to be him. He has to be. I don't see how he isn't. Let's go to an honorable mention. Daniel Radcliffe. Now, this might be one you're like, huh? But he is 33 years old. He's young. He's known from Harry Potter and the Lost City recently. I think he would play Wolverine well. He has the look, he has the height. I think he could pull off Wolverine. You get someone younger who has pretty good potential still. He's done fairly well since Harry Potter. I mean, not anything groundbreaking, but he's done well enough. And I think it would be a good idea to get someone like that because it can be a breakout role for him. And then they get a guy who maybe hasn't broken out completely since Harry Potter. They get him, and then they have him for 10 years. They don't have to worry about trying to get him through everything else. That's why I think Daniel Radcliffe would be a good idea. Though Daniel Radcliffe himself did say that he probably won't be, which is a bummer, but just to know he's not even in mention, but it happens. Now, number 1 is someone I can't believe I've never heard of him. Milo Gibson. Milo Gibson is 31 years old, so he is very young, and he's in the similar boat as Scott Eastwood. I think he would make a lot of sense only because, he is the son of Mel Gibson. But on the All Devils Men, he's in a lot of stuff, but he hasn't had that huge breakout role yet. And I think Wolverine is the perfect opportunity for that. I think, I apologize if he has had a breakout role and I missed it. If I ever messed that up, I do apologize. But I do think Milo Gibson has had a steady career, but I think Wolverine would jump him, and I think that casting him as Wolverine is a really really good idea, and I think it can bring a lot of a lot of people to the movies because hey, let's go see Mel Gibson's kid as Wolverine. You know how awesome that is. And then our generation will have that Gibson as well, and I think that's something really cool that could happen, similar with Scott and Clint. Um, anyways, though, I think Wolverine's a character that they'll probably do right. It is hard to imagine Hugh Jackman not in the role going forward. I think he was very good for the role. But I do trust Marvel in picking a good Wolverine, and I think that it will all be fine. Um, anyways, comment down below who you want to play Wolverine, and comment down below who you want to see next. Comment down what character you want to do next. I do have some characters planned and working on the script as it is. But if there's any other characters you guys want me to do, I'll go ahead and do them early. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you all enjoy, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.